Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh and this is your JIS news for Tuesday, June 19. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, is supporting the government's decision to establish an independent fiscal council. The multilateral organization says it also supports the development of a public financial management strategy for natural disasters, as well as BOJ policy rate cuts and lowering of its interest rates. The IMF statement follows a visit to the island from June 11 to 15. The visit was to assess the progress of Jamaica's economic reform program, which is being supported by the fund's precautionary standby arrangement. The IMF team has praised economic progress in the areas of higher employment levels and significantly lower poverty rate. The team also acknowledges central government's primary surplus of 7.7% of GDP in the last financial year and the new 4-year wage cycle, which it says provides a window of opportunity to overhaul the public sector's compensation structure. The Ministry of Finance will be establishing a contractor performance management system. The system will be developed by the Public Procurement Commission through provisions in the Public Procurement Amendment Act 2018. That bill was passed in the Senate on Friday with 3 amendments.
We want a leaner, cleaner procurement process, and we want to ensure value for money. And part of that will be monitoring, oversight, and the use of this performance management system, which is to be implemented.
The Foreign Affairs Minister says the Registration and Classification of Suppliers Regulation 2018 will also guide the performance process and address qualification of contractors, as well as the various tiers for accessing procurement opportunities. The move is part of government's thrust to streamline its operations with a focus on fairness, efficiency, and transparency. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett says work is ongoing with the Ministry of Finance to expand Jamaica's shopping network. The minister says financial arrangements are being looked at with a view to reconfigure the scheduling of goods that attract duty. He says this will allow for a wider variety of goods, particularly leather and textile, to enter the shopping experience for tourists and residents. Minister Bartlett was addressing investors at the 3rd staging of the Jamaica Investment Forum recently.
We need investments in shopping. We need to build big, powerful malls that bring high-end brands into the destination. It's also about being able to showcase and present the cultural assets of Jamaica. That will form part of what will help to make the destination distinctive.
Minister Bartlett says his ministry and its agencies will be pitching more shovel-ready projects to entice investment in this and other areas.
And also positioning of these people so that they can get into the whole development side. And shortly after there, they can come back to me in the operational side.
Agriculture Minister Audley Shaw says $300 million has so far been spent on major upgrading work at the Bodles Research Station. Upgrades to the seed station and dairy unit have already been completed.
We have fully refurbished the dairy section, which has been expanded to a more modern facility. The piggery unit is being improved to first world standard to produce genetic material for high quality pork.
The seed station will improve the storage of genetic materials. Minister Shaw gave the update at last Friday's launch of the 66th Denby Agricultural Show. The show will be held from August 4 to 6 at the Denby Showgrounds in Maypen, Clarendon. This year's show will feature a back-to-school fair as well as a pre-event Farmers 5K Walk Run on July 8. 30 local football coaches and 50 children aged 13 years and under are getting the opportunity to develop their skills. They will benefit from a 5-day football clinic in May next year with Real Madrid Foundation coaching staff. Speaking at the press launch of the clinic, State Minister for Sport Orlando Terrelong said the initiative was greatly welcomed.
This partnership signifies so many things. It signifies how we can actually change the lives of our young Jamaicans through sports. It teaches us that we can train them in certain lifelong skills.
This football clinic represents a collaboration between Sandals Resort International and the Real Madrid Foundation. And finally, the Heart Foundation of Jamaica is encouraging persons to learn cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR. The urging is in response to studies which show that most cardiovascular emergencies happen within homes and not in public spaces. Director of Emergency Cardiac Care at the Heart Foundation, Dr. Hugh Wong, says a mandate of the foundation is to build awareness of the importance of immediate assistance to persons having a cardiac arrest.
Immediate CPR an early defibrillation can double your chance of survival. So if there's a situation where you have a 1% chance, it doubles. So 50-50, right?
Dr. Wang was speaking at a recent JIS think tank. He says 3,296 persons, including medical practitioners, were trained last year by the Heart Foundation. On June 23, the foundation will be having a Family and Friends CPR Training Day at its office in Kingston starting at 9 a.m. The session, which comes with a $1,500 cost, is among activities to observe CPR Week. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.